Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about the Air Jordan 1 and how the sneaker culture has completely changed the world with one shoe, right? And and how that brought meaning to many sneaker culture allies, right? Sneaker culture enthusiasts, how meaning came into their life through a single shoe, and what that means for dungeon masters and the meaning of the stories we tell. All right, so I watched the movie Air. It's a phenomenal film, and it tells a story of Sonny Vaccaro, one man who literally changed the world with a single shoe. Now, how did he do it? Well, first of all, he recognized Michael Jordan for what he was. Not just a great athlete, but the greatest athlete who had ever walked the face of the earth, or who would ever walk the face of the earth. I think Michael Jordan, in my humble opinion, he is the greatest athlete, past, present, or future. It's just the fact of it. And it's why he was able to step into the Air Jordan and completely transform economics forever for athletes, and completely transform philanthropy, because what the Air Jordan did was it changed athletes from being an emblem of a specific brand to these shoes being a physical manifestation of the athlete, and the athlete moving out from making hundreds of thousands or low millions to hundreds of millions or even billions, right? And it completely changed the economics. And then those athletes are able to choose whatever charities they want, go back into their communities and reshape literally entire neighborhoods, reshape entire cultures. It's astounding, right? And so there's a line in Air where Sonny Vaccaro sits down with Michael Jordan, his mother, and his father. And he says to Michael, he says, "We need you to step into these shoes, not to bring meaning to your life, but to bring meaning to ours." And he was saying right then that he knew low millions of kids, that this would happen in 50 states every single year that the Air Jordan existed. And he knew that the Air Jordan would exist for a century or two or three, right? And so right now, every single year during the summer, kids will, they'll mow every lawn they can get, they get to work for, and they will buy $200-300 pair of Air Jordans and walk in day one and say, "This is my identity. This colorway is me. I am Air Jordan. Air Jordan is me." And those shoes have meaning, that the like of, what is the meaning of that shoe? Well, those kids are saying, "Hey, no one in the world believes that I'm worth $300 on my feet, but I believe it. And this is my identity, and this is meaning for me." You are a dungeon master. You will tell a story that will never be forgotten by one of your players or by all of your players. You will tell them they are a hero. You will tell them, it says you're lawful good on your character sheet. I'm writing it on your heart. I'm telling you you're lawful good. I'm telling you you're a dragon slayer. I'm telling you a hero, and I'm going to remind you every single week of it, and I will put meaning into your life with this story, right? Sonny Vaccaro never doubted, never gave an excuse, never had a shame for saying shoes have meaning. They can be part of our identity, and they can bring meaning to their lives. You're a dungeon master. I'm a dungeon master. We have something 1,000 times more powerful than a shoe. We have what, in my humble opinion, is the greatest secular human flourishment engine, built from the ground up to make you a better person and to make every single person at your table a better person. That's Scott Garibay saying it. What did Joe Manganiello say in the last D&D Direct? He said these people have transformed their lives with Dungeons & Dragons, and correspondingly the cultures they live in. It's not just me talking about it. It's coming straight out of D&D Direct now, right? Dungeons & Dragons has meaning. The stories that you tell at your table. You could tell a story of cutting a goblin in half, or you could tell a story that cuts every single deficiency of every player there in half. You can bring meaning with Dungeons & Dragons. This is not debated in the sneakerhead culture. They know what a shoe means, right? They know that it is self-esteem, identity, and meaning and purpose. And we can absolutely do the same thing 100 times more powerfully, in my humble opinion, with Dungeons & Dragons.